Hey, 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 it's your girl D from D's Beautiful Seeds, and I want to say thank you so much for coming to check out my channel. Today I am going to read you an email I received from Manny from Houston, Texas, and he says, "Hey D, I just came across your channel on YouTube and I think you are dope." Thank you, Manny. I had a question for you. I'm pretty secure with myself. I think I am a good looking guy and I get attention from pretty hot women. But I don't know what it is about me once I get into a relationship. I just get real insecure, and for some reason, I start feeling like I'm not good enough for the girl. And so eventually, I mess the relationship up by accusing her of cheating or flirting, even though I didn't always have any proof. I have never really been the player type of guy that wants more than one girlfriend, but I can't seem to be secure when I'm in a serious relationship. I guess it really messed me up this time because I had a girl that was perfect. My mom and my sister liked her, and she was such a good person. But I know after the way I was acting to her, she don't want to see me again. What's your advice for a brother to not mess up a good thing? Well, Manny, thank you so much for writing me. I've been there. I mean, just so you know, girls go through that too. Insecurity, doubt. When you're in a relationship with somebody, and I'm not saying that this is how everybody is and this is how it has to be, because you can work on changing your mindset. You can work on being a better person or being more confident. But being in a relationship with somebody and being intimate and spending all your time with them, it unlocks everything. You're living with them, you're sharing your space with them. They get to see you at your most vulnerable points if you're really open, because sometimes in relationships, people aren't really vulnerable because they're not really open and merging with a person besides sexually. Now, I'm saying I believe true intimacy is not just a physical thing. It's a spiritual thing. It's a mental thing. It's connecting to another person, on a level that's not always safe. I mean, you're merging with another person's being, and that can scare the shit out of some people. And some people don't want to be made that vulnerable, so they close themselves off to it. Now, I think one of two things happened. Either you merged with the person and you didn't like how it made you feel, or subconsciously you really just don't want to be in a serious relationship, and it's just comfortable for you more so probably to just kind of like play around or mess around with the person or whatever. And when things get real serious for you or that person, maybe it scares you. Maybe you're really not interested in true intimacy because it scares you subconsciously. Or you just don't like the way it makes you feel vulnerable to be that way with somebody, and you don't really know how to get to that place of accepting what it really means to merge with another person. So I think I kind of said the same thing, but coming from two different perspectives. One side, you don't really want to do it. You don't really want that level of connection with somebody else. Or on the other side, you do want it, but you don't know how to be okay with it. You don't know how to coexist. You don't know how to be individual in a serious relationship, which I think is absolutely crucial to a successful long-term commitment on both parties. Because when you do everything with that person and when you kind of lose yourself in them, that's not healthy. It's not healthy. Because if things don't work out and you do separate, then you're stuck trying to get back to you. And man, so many of us spend half of our lives trying to get back to us after a relationship gone sour, a job that didn't work out, bad parenting, so many things. But merging with another person intimately is just on a whole nother level. So now, at 5 minutes in, I finally get to my advice. um, Manny, I would say take some time to really get to know you. All right. I know you do want to be in a serious relationship, from your email. And I know that right now, at this particular moment, you realize you messed up with somebody who you really liked, unfortunately. But whatever is meant to happen is meant to happen. And sometimes certain relationships are meant to show us who we are. And I think right now you're not comfortable with some aspects of you. And maybe just being in a serious relationship forces you to look at the things that you need to work on before you try to merge with another person, because you don't love yourself unconditionally, and when you don't, even if another person, tries to tell you how great you are, you start to wonder what their motives are. I've been there. I've been there. I've messed up relationships with guys who I thought were amazing, and I couldn't really see it until after I was alone. Like, damn, what's my problem? Like, why did I just need to be by myself? And I think in my case, it was both things. I wanted to be alone because I didn't want to deal with, my insecurities and another person making me feel insecure subconsciously. And also, I was afraid because I didn't know how to not lose myself in another person. It's very, it's very hard for some people, and I'm the same way. But the way that I dealt with it is by not trying to look for relationships, not rushing into intimacy. Actually, refraining from that place that always gets me lost, and that is sexual. That's where I'm kind of always like, you know, just I lose myself. When I'm intimate with another person, and it just makes me feel so vulnerable. But when I'm not, like when I actually refrain from it and I wait to really get to know the other person, I save myself from a lot of drama, because if the person's only around for intimacy, then if I hold out, I get to see them. I get to see who they are long before, you know, I lose myself in them, because I'm still looking. I'm still paying attention. So I would say, yes, think about what the other person makes you feel. Like when you start to think that they're cheating. To me, when you're accusing somebody of cheating, or when you're suspicious of somebody cheating without proof, it is because you don't feel like that you deserve that person, or you're good enough for a healthy relationship. It stems back to your self-worth. Are you happy in the job that you have? Do you look the way that you want to look? Do you have the career you want to have? Do you have the mindset you want to have? Like, what is it that you are not happy with about yourself that you could work out? Like, you need to really deal with yourself and the way that you feel about you, because it's only magnified when we're intimate with other people. It's only brought to life and just like staring us right in the face when somebody that we really care about and you know, likes us back, because we spend so much time trying to figure out, oh God, I don't want to mess this up. Why do they like me? Our mind is such a powerful thing, because it can be our best friend and our biggest cheerleader, but it can also destroy us. I mean, it could be the worst critic. Just like hurling insults like all crazy, and it's coming from you. You don't know how to turn it off. You have to learn how to program it by understanding, first of all, what you truly believe about you, because what you truly believe about you is what controls your actions. And you might not think it at the time, but in my personal experience, every relationship that I ruined, that I messed up, was because of my insecurities about myself. The person didn't even have to say anything, but the way that I acted, or the accusations that I slew their way, gave them a very clear indication that, okay, yeah, she got some issues. And so eventually they start to play on your insecurities, because they want to know how to get through to you. So my advice, Manny, is just to take some time to really get to know you, understand who you are, and the insecurities that you feel when you're with them. Understand that they are coming from inside of you, because that's the only thing that has power over you, is what lives inside of you. If a person says something to you, and you don't agree, they can't move you. But it's when you do agree, or when that thing has a emotional resonation to you, then it's like, oh, something ain't right. I gotta get defensive. And once you start feeling good about yourself, or check off the things on your list that you need to check off to make you a better person, whatever it is, go through the relationship that you messed up, and be real with yourself and understand, okay, how did I mess that up? What did I do? What was I thinking? What way am I acting differently when I'm in a relationship than when I'm alone? You know, is it the way that I look when I'm naked? Is it the amount of money that I have in my bank account? Is it that they really know, my secrets? Whatever it is, come to terms with that before you try to get into a serious relationship with somebody, because it's only going to get magnified. And if you don't like you, then they're going to see right through that. Okay? One love. I hope it all works out for you. Don't ever give up or lose faith in yourself. If you want to attract a positive and loving relationship, you have to first love yourself. Once again, this is Dee's Beautiful Seeds, and thank you so much for contacting me. I hope that you guys enjoy my videos. If you have any questions, concerns, or just comments, make sure you email me, okay? At deesbeautifulseeds@gmail.com.